just got back home. I didn't come home yesterday because I was scared, and I just got back. It's almost midnight. I'm still scared. I don't know what to do anymore. They're gonna sue me for defamation, and I'll never be able to pay that lawsuit. They'll be taking money from me for the rest of my life. And then they're also going to report me for welfare fraud because they don't believe that I have the diagnoses that I have. And that's prison. I'll go to prison because this is how it happens, you know. One or two people with a large following, they single somebody out and they spread little tiny lies and inconsistencies. And then their people go to that person's channel and just attack. This all began, they say it's all because of mayo in the hair, but the very first video that they made about me, they flat out said I was murdering ducks. And that sent multiple people to my channel knowing that I had CPTSD and that part of that was from a murder. They sent about 30 people to my channel calling me a murderer. It does not matter that the word duck was in front of it. You come to my channel calling me a murderer, and that's going to trigger something heavy in my brain. And then they contact my family, and my family tells them that I lied about everything and there was never any abuse. And so now they're coming and they're calling me a liar about things that they don't understand at all because they weren't even there. My aunt that said I was making it all up wasn't even there. She lived in another state and never even visited her sister who was being beat every single night. It was like she didn't care because it wasn't happening right in front of her, but it was happening right in front of me. I grew up in a house with a little brother who was handicapped by my father, and I knew that information by the time I was a teenager, and I still had to look that man in the eyes every day. None of you understand how difficult that was, and to tell me that I'm making it all up is absolute bullshit. And now these people that hate me are making a movie about me with their lies, a movie that who knows how many people will see it. With nothing from me. They're going off of what other people are saying, and these other people are lying to save face. My aunt is saying that nothing ever happened to me because she doesn't want to admit that she sat there in her nice little home with her multitude of children and allowed her younger sister and her younger sister's children to be abused for 30 years. She can't live with that fact. So she tells everybody that I'm lying, and then I'm the one that gets slandered and gets defamed and gets abused by the thousands of people that are watching those channels and believing those lies and knowing that there is nothing I can do because no matter how many police records I show you, you won't believe that I'm telling the truth if somebody else is saying I'm not. The things that happened to me are real. The threats I'm getting are real. The pain I feel. Everything I go through. And people used to believe that. Before these other channels started taking my content, people believed I was a real human being, but now nobody ever will again. I have a year's worth of video from living in a tent, literally videoing inside the tent. showing myself, putting it up, taking it down. All of the troubles that I had with finding a bathroom that first year. And then my aunt comes and says, oh, I hate this channel because everything about it is lies. And suddenly, that full year of hell, everybody is just saying never happened. It's all green screen. It's all an act. I lived in a truck for a full year during a pandemic, and everybody just downplays it and says, well, that's not a big deal. Who cares? You never shower anyway, or you're lying about even being there. It's all green screen. I'm losing it. I'm losing it because these people just won't stop. I'm a real person struggling with real problems, and it's all being called lies, and they're bringing the law into it because I brought the law into it because I was scared and I wanted it to end. And instead of it ending, now they just have more legal repercussions for me. They're making so much money destroying me. And all anybody's ever gonna see is that I'm crazy. And it doesn't matter that they're doing this. They're sending these people over to my channel to say these things to me, to call me these things, to do these things. And it's just... I've been struggling with my family denying the abuse for years. That's a large part of my therapy, is learning how to heal from the abuse when nobody else in the family will admit that it existed. I spent years trying to gather evidence and proof. All I could really get was one aunt that would talk out about it. She knew what happened to my little brother and admitted it to me. She knew that my father was a monster and admitted it to me, but since then they've shut her up and she won't speak to me anymore. I have nobody in real life, and they've isolated me from my support online. They're making so much money hurting me like this that it makes me not a person anymore. I don't matter to them. All they're seeing is how much money they're going to make laughing at me. And every day more of their subscribers are going to come to my channel and terrorize me so that they can laugh and put it in their movie and make money off of the crazy person that needs help and is begging and pleading with every part of her soul for help. I need this to stop. If a movie's going to be made about me, I should have a say in it. It shouldn't be a movie of lies. And for the rest of my life, that movie will be out and it'll be lies. I can't deal with that. And nobody even understands. Everybody says it's not a big deal. Who cares? The thousands of people that see the movie will care, and then when they see me on the street, they might feel emboldened to attack me because they see me as a lying murderer. And that's not what I am. I was held captive by that man. I had multiple mental disorders ever since childhood. My my father was an absolute monster. It is all true.